Okay, welcome everyone to the first video in our sales training. What we're going to start with is, of course, prospects. We need to have a list of companies to call, and we need to find out who the owner is. So, we're going to start from the ground up. We're going to use one of Google's products. You can find it in your Google Drive, and it is similar to an Excel sheet, but I think it's just a little bit simpler and easier to use. And you can just click New here in the upper left hand corner of your Google Drive, and you'll have an option here called Google Sheets. You want to click on that, and here you have your Google Sheet. We're going to give it a title, and we're just going to New Leads. Now we're going to make this sheet a little bit easier to work with. We only need a few of these columns. Okay, so we're going to highlight the upper border here, and to delete these columns we're just going to click on, see how it turns into a hand symbol. Okay, we're going to click when it's a hand symbol, and then we're going to click Shift and arrow key. We're going to be able to highlight all of them. Just hold it down, and then you can right click, delete columns. Okay, so now it's a little bit easier to look at. Now, how we're going to start for leads, we have no information. What we're going to need is a name. It's going to be the contact name, our decision maker. This is going to be the name of the company. This column is for phone number. This column will make for notes. This column for email. And the other columns will delete. We may need to add something later, but we don't need 3 of them for now. Okay, we're going to space it out a bit. We're going to make this a little bit easier for the eyes. We're going to separate the information with some shading. I like to work with these colors. Whichever colors can be your preference. Okay, so as before, just click on the entire column. I like to have colors separating each column so that relevant information is a bit easier to look at a glance. Okay. Just as a little bit, we could center these up here. Okay. So now we have no information. One of the resources I like to use for many of the campaigns that I work on is Yelp. And what we can get from Yelp is the company name, we can get the phone number, and we can sort by geographical location, and we can also sort by industry types. They don't have a wide range of options when it comes to industry types, but we can always type in what we're looking for, and hopefully we'll find it. For this exercise and training, we're just going to look for home healthcare or home nursing, at home nursing. So I would call it home healthcare and see what we come up with. And as you see, we are looking in the Houston, Texas area, and it even pops up with some suggestions for keyword searches. And in the upper right hand corner, you can see kind of what you're working with in the terms of numbers of leads that we could potentially get. We're at about 600. So I'm going to now show you how we're just going to transfer the data onto our sheet. Okay, I like to press Control C as an automatic, and then I will double click here. We have the company name. I will press Control V because it seems to be a little faster for me to work like that than if I were to be using the mouse for a right click copy paste. So I will Control C, double click here, and there we go. Some of you might be comfortable using the mouse, so I'll demonstrate that. Just highlight, copy, move to your lead sheet, double click, right click, paste. Now this process is a little bit time consuming. It's not too time consuming, but the value of these leads and how we're going to start working with them, it's definitely going to result in success in whatever endeavor you're doing, whether it be building your own business or working for a contract for a company. Okay, as you see, we're just copying and pasting. Okay, and I don't want to waste your time in this exercise, so we're just going to stop with these 4 leads, and then I'm going to demonstrate what we can do with them to condition them into more information. So now we have the company names and we have the phone number. Now, the second part of this step in conditional leads would be to find out the decision maker. So whether we're selling digital advertising, the decision maker could be the office manager or the president of the company, whoever makes decisions in regards to whatever service or product that you're calling the company in regards to. In this case, in these kind of medical facilities, I usually ask for the office manager, and then we get the name of the office manager. Okay, so once we have the name of the office manager, we're going to put the name here. And the same call, we're going to ask for the email, okay, because we want as much information as we can get, okay, to reach out and contact these decision makers, because it's all about contact rate, which I will discuss in later videos, and any relevant notes. All notes are relevant, even the name of the gatekeeper, the person who answered the phone. We want to stay personable and write down any relevant information so that when we do call these companies a second time, we'll have all the information we need to have more success on the second call. To make this call, I'll just use my Google Voice. However, I will then now stop this video and continue with the next video and calling.